Okay, using this method, we can do one of two things. We can either use slope-intercept form, or we can use point-slope form. Okay, either of these will work just fine. Again, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. The point-slope form is y minus y1 is equal to m times the quantity x minus x1. Okay, so the slope is going to be your m value. The ordered pair is going to be your x1, y1 set of coordinates. So let's say we go through this using the same method that we just did. We're going to use the slope-intercept form. So if that's the case, what you're going to do is you're going to plug in mx and y. This allows you to solve for b. And then you're going to plug all of those, plug in the m and the b value to the y equals mx plus b form. Okay, so here would be the steps of solving this equation, this problem using slope-intercept form. Okay, so we're going to take our equation, y equals mx plus b. We're going to substitute in our m value, 4, our x value, -1, and our y value, 7. So we plug in all of those, and now we're going to move on to the second step, which is to solve for b. So if we simplify this, 4 times a -1 is -4. Add 4 to both sides, and you get b is equal to 11. So once we get through step 2 here, we can now go back in and we plug this into our regular equation. Y equals m, which we were given, 4. X plus b, which we just found here, plus 11. And so you can come up with your equation following those handful of steps. Right. In addition to this, you could have also given a slope and an ordered pair. We could have solved for point-slope form. We could have solved this using point-slope form, and the way that we would have done that is we would plug in the m value, the x1 value, and the y1 value. We'll then solve for y, and by solving for y, you simply get the equation of the slope-intercept form of that equation. Okay, so you can, this point-slope form is a little more direct. It's a matter of personal preference, which one you choose. Most students tend to prefer the slope-intercept form. Even if it's slightly less efficient, it's more familiar to most students. Okay, so if we're going to use the point-slope form, we're going to start with our equation. Y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. And we're going to substitute in our slope, which is 4, our x1 value, which is -1, and our y1 value, which is 7. If we plug in all those three values here and then solve for y, get y minus 7 is equal to, subtracting a negative is equivalent to adding the opposite, so you get a plus. And then as you distribute your 4 through here, you get a 4x plus a 4. Continue to isolate your y by adding 7 to both sides. You get y is equal to 4x plus 11. And again, notice you wind up with the same equation. It doesn't matter which way you work through this. You'll wind up at with the same result.